Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Insurance Business TV, a leader profile special in which we are shining the spotlight on one of the industry's biggest names. Shevawn Barder, CEO at AM Specialty Insurance Company, or ASIC for short, is one of the industry's true success stories. During her career, she can look back on the launch of two successful companies, the latter of which she still heads today, and which recently launched its own E&S carrier brand, that being ASIC. She's been celebrated far and wide too, being a two-time CEO's Dallas 500 honoree, a phantom phenom for Rolls-Royce, and even a Dress for Success, Your Hour, Her Power honoree. But what is behind that success? How did she get her start and ultimately reach the very top? Thankfully, Shevawn is joining us today to answer those questions and more. Shevawn, welcome to IBTV.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
So Shevawn, tell us a little bit about how you got your start in the insurance industry. I believe it was as a Lloyd's broker originally, and what led you as well to choose insurance as a career?
Yes. So it was as a broker at Lloyd's. I started my career as a graduate trainee with Willis at Lloyd's of London, which was a fantastic opportunity. I feel really lucky to have been participated in the program. At the time, the City of London was really a very dynamic place, and Lloyd's was truly a global center of insurance and reinsurance. Professional standards were really high, and Lloyd's was such an entrepreneurial environment full of unique characters. It was an active market where I broke day-to-day, face-to-face in the room. I was a broker in the Lloyd's market for 10 years, and it provided me with a fantastic training that really has been the basis for my career.
Yeah, plenty of those unique characters still there today, I can assure you. And of course, you've made a name for yourself as a company founder too. You founded Marine Re in 2000, which was later acquired by Insured in 2008. You jointly founded AM Re Syndicate with your husband Simon back in 2014. So tell us what made you want to start these businesses up. Did you see a gap in the market, for example?
When we started Marine Re, we decided to capitalize on our Lloyd's experience by going into the U.S. market. We felt it was really important to be on the ground in the U.S. If we were going to write U.S. business and not at a distance. With Marine Re, the gap in the market initially was marine business, and we decided to write it on a quota share basis. In addition, we started an MGA that was a reinsurance MGA. And upon reflection, this was like very forward thinking. We ran that MGA till 2008, and then we sold it to our insurer and integrated it into a division of that company. We then created AM Re, which was another reinsurance MGA, but our intention there was to write more diversified lines of business. With AM Re, again, we did something that was really unique. We went to the Asian market to create our panel of security. And this was really very forward thinking because we were able to offer Asian security diversification and access into the US market. We built that company to $650 million of business from zero. So that was a very big achievement. And we created really a book of specialty program business that was non-nat cat, very low value, good geographic spread, which made a fantastically structured book. With us, creating the panel of overseas securities, that was really significant. I don't know any other MGAs in the market that has really achieved that. Also, taking a true startup from zero to $650 million in the US market, I think that is really quite a significant achievement too. And AM Re was completely the segue for creating ASIC, which is our Arizona authorized E&S carrier. So it really provided us with the framework and structure and the realization that we could really go for it and create an E&S carrier in the US market.
Yeah, it really is an incredible success story. Obviously, a lot of positives along the way, but what about the rigors of starting up firms? I mean, how difficult was it? What were the challenges you faced, and what would you have perhaps done differently?
Yeah, I mean, it was it's tough starting a business. There is a massive focus on the MGA market within the US right now. I mean, it seems like everyone wants to start an MGA. But doing so is a challenge, and you have to be really disciplined. We started Anne-Marie in 2014 in a very soft market cycle. That is a tough thing to do because you just really need to have tremendous discipline. We worked incredibly hard in those first 2 years, and we didn't pay ourselves for a year. But ultimately it clicked, and we were very successful. And really, I think it just goes back to, being very focused on what we wanted to achieve, underwriting discipline, and really creating some key relationships that helped establish, our presence in the market.
And just to sort of bring us a little more up to date, in 2020, you made the strategic move to Dallas. You brought on 15 new staff as well. What was behind that decision?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, our move to Dallas was very fortuitous. So Dallas has become an incredible hub. In fact, Texas has become an incredible hub for a program business. And what really became apparent to us was that I would say 75% of our business was coming out of, Dallas and the southern states. So we made the strategic decision to relocate to Dallas, and we did that prior to COVID. I think we were very lucky with our timing. Dallas and Texas had a very open-minded attitude towards COVID, which was important to us because it meant that we could get out of New York, get into our offices in Dallas, and we didn't have a lot of restrictions. We were able to work from the office. We didn't actually have to work remotely for very long. And that year that we moved was our busiest year. We had the most incredible year that year. So I think that we were extremely lucky. You say timing is important in life. And I think with that move, timing was great. In addition to which, we hired some great people out of Dallas that are with us today. And it's been very key to the success of our team.
And of course, Anne-Marie Syndicate has now transitioned into ASIC. It's obviously thriving. What would you say has been your biggest achievement with the firm?
I would say we built Anne-Marie as a true startup from, zero to $650 million of written premium in the program space. Anne-Marie was a very large MGA with a portfolio of low limit, non-nat cat, well-spread business. We relocated the company during COVID from Manhattan, New York to Dallas, Texas. We created a panel of international security, including Lloyd's of London, Swiss, and Asian-based securities. We've now launched ASIC, which is an Arizona-authorized E&S carrier with an A- rating. And we've been able to roll Anne-Marie really into ASIC. We've made a few very strategic hires to bolster the company, but we're now writing specialty program business on our own paper. And I think that is truly unique in the market. We've actually, put our chips in again, and it's our company. We have an outstanding team of people in Dallas who have been very supportive during this process. And I feel that ASIC is the culmination of my experience to date, and I'm very proud of it.
And it's an inspiring story as well, especially, I imagine, for a lot of the women who are watching. So do you have any leadership tips that you would pass on to our audience in general and to women in particular?
Yeah, I really think, if you have a desire to do something, don't give up. Be very focused on what you want to achieve, and don't necessarily listen to other people. And with women, I think today with women, they have a lot of options. And the most important thing I think with women is that, your career is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and you have to be patient and just keep at it. And ultimately you'll succeed.
Shevawn, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no doubt your journey will inspire many more leaders of tomorrow. And if you want more inspiration from the insurance industry's best, then make sure you keep it right here at Insurance Business TV.